So you can transfer authority. All right. So let's say you built as you, all right, then you now transfer that authority to something else. You can transfer authority. Okay. And that's why I said start from those that already know you. This is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. Let them just share. All right. And that was exactly one of the things that helped Aproko Doctor grow. I remember then when he was doing on Twitter, he was always tagging us to share, please share, retweet, please retweet for another person to learn. And he just continued like that. And today he doesn't need to say that anymore because he now has the numbers. But that was how I started. I just to look at it like, this guy that is always doing this thing. Today I can't say that anymore. He is huge. Right. So but you just need to keep pushing it and starting, I'm just doing it. All right. So the same way you have a business plan is the same way you ought to have a um how do I call it now? You have like a business plan, right? It's the same way you ought to have um, a marketing plan in your business plan. You have a business plan, right?
Yes.
In your business plan, you didn't write a marketing plan.
Mm, I don't think I detailed it. Let me check the document.
All right, check. Let's see what you have.
Okay, I have a marketing strategy, marketing and sales strategy.
Mm-hmm. So what's the strategy?
So what I currently have here, there's a plan for direct marketing and then digital marketing. So for digital marketing, yeah, to build online presence with social media campaigns, to use LinkedIn, to networking, yeah, attend industry events and expos, showcase services. These are the plans that we have,
So
but it's not
how?
detailed.
Yeah. So how are you now going? How is the execution of the plan now?
So I would say that the part that I think we'll be able to achieve to an extent is even the LinkedIn. We have a much more we have like presence on LinkedIn to an extent now. The the page was we opened it like how many maybe like May actively in the month of how long now, Sha? But we had we've grown on LinkedIn. I think that's the one I can say. The
So
Instagram, yeah,
so
we're still
so how
pushing it.
many how many folks do you have on LinkedIn now?
Let me check it. This is really bro. Oh, 74.
Sorry, 1 minute. Somebody said I should say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Eva. Happy birthday, Eva. How are you? I wish you all the best. Long life and prosperity. Okay? All right. See ya. I can't grab the camera for that. I'm in another meeting, so just yeah. Okay, so Dami, continue. So
Yeah. I
so
said 74.
74. Okay.
Yes.
So how do you grow that? What do you do? How do you grow it? How do you do it?
So I think what actually helped was we wanted to we were posting normally. I think we're like I think 20 something, 30 something. They'll put out an ad to get to employ a nutritionist. No, it was just yeah an ad. We didn't it wasn't a paid ad, it was just a normal. like open to hire thing on LinkedIn. I wanted to hire a nutritionist, and then that was how we got like increased number actually.
Because
Yes, so
people
people had to
want
like
people were
check our
looking for a
page.
job, so they were probably sharing
Yes,
it.
yes,
Okay, all right. So I get that. Okay, so the way all these things work is like there's a general strategy, right?
yes,
First, you want visibility, so you are creating content for visibility, right? Then
yes,
you want those that have seen you to get interested in what you are doing. Okay, so you want visibility, then you want interest. Okay, then you go down, you want them to make a decision, you want them to choose you. All right, and then finally you get to a point where you want high uniform. Finally you get to a point where you get them to take action. Okay, so it's like, it's like a man meeting a woman. I always use, a man meeting a woman thing. You can never expect the man, all right, to ask the woman to marry him on the very first day they meet. Do you understand?
yes.
It's like the man just met the woman, say, ah, gosh, you're so beautiful, will you marry me? Will the woman say yes? She'll be like, kilele, what's wrong with this one? Where this one from come? She'll be like, shall I just be this or waiting? She'll be scared, right? She won't make that decision. She'll probably want to know the guy first and all that. So it's the same thing with marketing. You get to awareness, let them be aware that you are there, then get interested, then get to the point of making a decision, then they actually make that decision. So that's what we call the buyer's journey, and it exists in every line, in every marketing plan. So while you are creating your content should be speaking to these different levels. All right, so your content will speak to the people, um how will I put it now, the people that the people okay, the content has to first speak to those that you want to make aware, right? You want them to be aware of what you do. So what do we do? What problems do we solve? How does our product help you? What can our product do for you? Then you want to speak to those that are interested, right? You want to talk to them about those that have taken the services, the result that they've gotten. You want to get to those that are struggling to make a decision. You want to show them maybe reviews and responses from other people, what those people said, how they feel that your results are and how your results are helping them. Then you want to go down to um the action part, right? You want people to take action. You wanted to sign up. You wanted to provide you their email addresses or their phone numbers. So sometimes you might not start by selling something like sell, sell, sell. Okay, you might start with probably offering some type of free service. Okay, something nice to bring them in. All right, then you can get maybe a phone number from there, you can get an email address from there, you can get a WhatsApp number from there, you can build a relationship from there. Then from that one, you now keep pushing until you get to the point where you make an offer for them to buy something or sell something. So it's just the continuous plan, in all these areas. So your content will have to be targeted at these, like these different levels. This level, that level, that level, that level. We are using the current trends to explain, and work on stuff. For example, that are you on the road?
I'm at home. Sorry, it's the fan.
Oh, the fan is fanning.
Is it very loud?
He was just doing biggie vaga 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 as if there was thunder somewhere.
So I was doing waiting.
The sound was just disturbing.
Then there was you said was.
I go just
Okay. Are you Igbo?
yes, I am.
Okay.
It's obvious now from my name now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
now where was I? Okay. So
So you said that you should use current trends
trends,
to explain.
yes.
You now say, for instance,
Current trend. So for instance, there was this song, I think it's Oyo Emmanuel and Gaze Baba. No, no, I can never go back. Oh
yeah,
no, no. You know that song, right?
yeah,
So you probably would have used that to say something like all those who have tried our services, after trying our services and they fixed all these things, they never went back. Right? And you use that song. You get what I mean? All right. So you could have done
yeah.
several iterations of it, different ideas, different sectors, different things. You just put, yeah, I'm a Nigerian. Where are you from? I'm a Nigerian. Thank you. All right. So you don't just several iterations. Okay. Different ways you would have push out all of this, and that would have helped because it was trending, right? Your video would probably have entered the trending space too. You get what I mean? All right.
Yeah.
You like the Nigerian football team. Thank you. Where are you from? So that helps. Okay. So what I think you should do is also pay attention to those trends. Then pay attention to what else now? Pay attention to videos that are already trending in the space or the environment where you are. Oh, South Africa. Well done, Eddie. I like
Are
the
you in the
Bafana
UK?
Bafana too. No, not exactly. I was streaming on another place. So while streaming, I was talking to you, and so the guys that are streaming are talking to me. So I'm just saying hi to them while I'm talking to you. Forgive me. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Like you do like streaming.
yes, I do live streaming. Yes.
That's the way of making money, right?
Yes, it is.
So how does it even work? Sorry, that's a different question.
That's
How does
another
it
one.
work?
Okay. So we'll get into that. Let me just finish with this. We'll get into, all those ones. Okay. So let me finish my train of thought. So if you writing find let's say you find a video that's trending, and you are able to work with it. Let's say you are able to use let's say Aproko doctor's video now, for example, a video that he would have created. He definitely would have created something related to one of the services you offer. I'm sure. It's just for you to check. Hi, Praveen. Praveen Tiwari. Hi, welcome to Nigeria. All right. So he probably would have created something in that area. So it's just the same thing for you. Look for videos that that you would have created that can relate to you and you can reshare, and then talk about your services under there. For example, let's say it was something about nutrition, and he probably mentioned something that you guys deal with. You just put it out and say, listen to Aproko doctor, hear what he's saying. Now check out, whatever thing. Just write something about your product, okay, and how your product ties into that thing that he's saying. All right. So
Okay.
yeah, Aproko doctor is already like an expert in the field. Okay, and so because he's an expert in the field, um, he's already a trusted name. All right. So if they see his video saying this, and you can relate that video to what you are doing, that's good. So you can run on that. So things like that can help you. So you don't have to build from the scratch because you are transferring authority somehow, right? Aproko doctor has said this. This thing that he has said relates to what you are doing. So you just run on that. You get what I mean? So you would have cut off months and months of and years of jumping into the space, and it will just help you, right? Then
Okay.
you can also attack myths. All right, just like a Apoko doctor does, attacking myths, attacking wrong practices. All right, see, we are doctors. What do doctors do? We try to provide healthcare, healthcare solutions, remove
Are you a
disease.
medical doctor?
How will I explain my practice now?
I know you have a PhD. I said you did biochemistry, right? This is biochemistry.
No, 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 no. So I did medicine initially. I ended up in medical lab. Then eventually I did an MPH, went into public health, and then did my PhD. So all of that.
How old are you guys? I may ask. Sorry.
43.
What?
I just answered you now.
Wow.
I left med school in
Wow.
2004.
You finished school 2004.
Yeah, that was my first degree.
Wow. You don't look it, but that's good.
Thank you.
Genes are on your side.
I don't know. But that's the plenty things I've done in my life, right?
That's
Yeah.
good.
Good to know you are from. Yeah, thank you, Pravi. Hi, Prince Maid. Hi, everyone. All right, I need to finish because I need to attend. Have another meeting. It's already past two.
Yeah.
Where was I? I was. What was the last thing I said?
Talked about transferring authority. Just
Okay, yeah,
start
fine,
with.
right.
We're talking
So
about myths as doctors. Yeah.
good, fine, good. So we attack myths. All right, we attack all these practices. We deal with all the negatives. All right, we try to say, okay, you are ill, we can make you healthy, but we need to fix this, we need to adjust this, we need to put this in place, we need to do that, we need to do this, we need to do all those things. Okay, so while you are doing that, there are some myths, there are some wrong practices, there are some wrong beliefs that people have. We need to correct those things. Okay, so you can start with
Okay.
that too. All right, those very things that are related to your area, start dealing with those myths, correcting them, explaining them the same way a Proco doctor grew. All right, the same way a Proco doctor grew. Correct those myths. Thank you very much, Prince. Thank you. Correct those myths, attack those wrong practices, say the proper things, right? Pick up a video where somebody was doing something wrongly, probably sitting wrongly or eating wrongly, or doing something that caused problem later on. All right, pick up a research or statistics where they check people's lives and people's behaviors from a particular time to a particular time. Okay, so when they check their lives, they check those behaviors and they noted certain things about those behaviors and said, okay, at the end of this was what we noticed about this. Pick up those stats as it relates to you, talk about them, share them, talk about your service too. All right, so you are
Okay.
educating, you are entertaining, you are informing, and then you are closing deals. All right.
Okay. So, how can we do this as a team since we work remotely without physical space?
Yeah, fine. It's pretty easy. Start with what is already working, the trends. Okay, start with the trends. One, two, start with videos that already relate to your area. Simple. Create a video around that. Respond to a video that is a myth. All right, and say things to correct. Oh, this person said that this should be this. No, this is wrong. This should not be this. This is how it ought to be. It's you just explain and you show. Then, if you are doing the whole um, office wellness thing, get an office, explain the wellness thing, show us how to sit properly, show us how to stand properly, show us, all those things that you are doing. Show us maybe some practical examples. That helps. All right. um
Does it have to be me? Like, must I be the one there?
it depends. Who has a stronger authority, you or them?
I do.
Good, so it's you. All right, why it has to be you is authority can be transferred. All right, I already know you, I already believe in you, I already trust you. When I now see you in a particular space, you have transferred the trust, belief, everything I have for you, you have transferred it to that space. All right. and I now believe those people, and now show, and now say, okay, those people are right, because I believe this person. If this person is working with them, then they should be good people like her. Do you understand?
Yes.
So if you say they should do it, yeah, they might do regular everyday stuff, but the ones that are um the ones that, what's the word to use now, the ones that are major, right? Maybe you don't want to do everything yourself, right? But the ones that are major, because it's good to show your face, right? It's
Yeah.
good to show your face, all right? It's the way to build the brand. It's good to show your face, right? So I had worked in a couple of hospitals before I started social media. So I started from there. Now, by the time I was doing social media, I was moving the authority I had in the healthcare space down to the social media space. It was easier to start with those that already knew me, believed me, and trusted me. It's easier always than for someone nobody knows, nobody trusts, nobody has seen before. The person is just doing the wiggy wagga wagga. It doesn't really go like that. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't really go like that. So these are the tricky little things. It's always good if you are the one, you are saying it, you are showing it, you are demonstrating it. It's good. Then if they are the ones doing, the regular trends, for example, the no, no, I can never go back. Oh, fine, they can do those ones. But the ones that involves the actual practice, wellness, healthcare part, the nutritional part. It will be good if the experts in those areas, your nutritionist, and all those do it. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Then, if possible, while doing it, it has your name under and has your designation under. That, oh, okay, Dr. Damilola doing so. Dr. Damilola, our CEO, doing. It will be good if that is happening. So that people can say, oh, okay, that's the CEO, or that's the person running the show, and all of that. Right? It's easier. So just try some of these things, and it has to be deliberate. Like, I do not think you should be doing just one video per day. Right? Tell your folks they should be doing like at least two contents per day, one morning and one evening, or one afternoon and one evening. Say one by 12 and one by 6. At least two content per day. Right? You could do one image and one video. If you can't keep doing image, if you can't keep doing videos, you can do one image and one video. But you need to be pushing something out, like, all the time. Something has to be coming out. You have to be in that space. You have to be educating, you have to be entertaining, all right, you have to be informative, um you have to be trendy, all right. What's going on, what are the trends to take advantage of, the trends in the healthcare space, the trend in the business space, right? Whatever trends, all right. Mental health trends, okay. There is um the Benue attack, all right. The Benue attack in Nigeria. Sad, bad, all the words, right? But how does that relate to the workforce? Okay, the corporate force, the corporate workers in Benue. How do they see? Are they safe? How is that feeling? What impact is that having on their mental health? So look for happenings and how you can relate it to your area. So it just helps. You know, I know a guy that does legal stuff, the right legal stuff. Practically everything that happens in Nigeria, the legal implications. All right, and they'll just go the legal implications of all of that, and they start talking about it. Oh, Trump, um, Trump wants to ban some countries in Africa. The legal implications, right? So he's coming from what is trending, but he's relating it to his own as per the legal implications because he's a lawyer. You get it now? So you can also look at what is trending and how you can relate it to medical practice, to wellness, to healthcare, to that whole area. As a personal brand, are you pushing something different from what you're pushing with Pico Aid?
No, it's not different.
Fine. So you probably have to do collabs with Pico 8 once in a while then,
Yeah,
right?
so I'm even thinking of I have to do what?
Collabs with Pico 8.
Yes, 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 yes.
How many people follow you on your personal page?
Over 8,000.
All right. So you can help Pico 8, you see?
Yes. Do you know it's funny because I've never officially said I have a company called Pico on my Instagram page. On my
Well,
like I never officially
so
talk about it.
can you see now that we should just flog you? Can you see? Right?
What has been happening is just that I just collaborate like with people. People just collaborate with me and it just goes out there. That's
So
what I've been doing.
so these are things you need to be deliberate. Like you are just playing with it. You are not being serious about it. You need to be deliberate that hey, this thing is what I'm doing. You need to push it. Look at Tony Enimelu and UBA. Look at how he drives UBA even on his personal brand. All right.
Yeah.
Every time you see him outside, he's always wearing a red tie. Have you noticed?
Mm.
He's always wearing a red tie. Red is UBA's color. Like, he's always wearing a red tie. So you have to embody, what you have to carry it. If it's wearing your Pico 8 t-shirt while you are doing a video teaching on something or saying something on your personal page, yeah, fine. But you have to embody it. You need to carry it. Now your market, you need to sell them. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now your market. All right. So if you don't carry it that way, how do you now expect your staff to carry it? Do you get it now?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, they'll be like, well, she doesn't mind. we can, we can, and it just happens, right? So, but you need to. It's what will put food on the table, right? It's what will help generations. I believe that as healthcare practitioners, right? Um, many times we know what we do in the clinic. We know what we do for patients, and the patients come out and like, "Thank you, doctor. Thank you, doctor. I'm grateful. I'm so happy. I'm better now. In fact, I didn't even know I'll be walking right now. When we came to the hospital, I was like, thank you. The person is so excited. Now, you are providing another type of service, not like clinic service. Just look at it the same way that that is how this company or the person you are trying to work with, that is the type of problem they have. By the time you solve the problem, it is the same excitement they would have when you would have seen your regular patients in the hospital. That same excitement, that same happiness is the same excitement they have with this service. It's the same one because they are happy and excited that you have solved their problem. Like they are happy, right? So that's what it is. So right now you're just thinking like you have to think like a salesperson, right? But with a doctor's mind, as per you want to make sure people get this thing because if they don't get it, they might die. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So you need to eat properly. You need to have these behaviors. You need to make these lifestyle changes. If you do not, you might lose your life. And that is why I'm doing what I'm doing, right? Just the same way we do in the clinic. The exact same way we do in the clinic. It's just the same thing. So the minute you just transfer that part here and drive it with that part, you never want to see your patient die, do you?
No.
Exactly. So bring that urgency here. Just do that. Bring that urgency here. The minute you bring that and do it, you solved it. All right. They can feel the
Yeah.
passion, feel everything, and you are pushing. And once you start doing all of that, your staff will begin to change. Like me now, I dey carry everything for my head. I meet everybody. I went for a networking session. No, not like a networking session. It was like a training session, like training remote workers. Then one other one for creators on Saturday. And I went there with a colleague of mine, and she sat down. Meanwhile, me, I had gone around. I had collected like 20 phone numbers. Meeting everybody, talking to everybody. You need to talk to the people, or else they don't know what you do. They don't know who they are. Oh, sorry, I said they don't know who they are. They know who they are. They don't know what you do. They don't know how you guys can connect, and they just go away. And you might be losing millions of dollars just by doing that. All right,
Yeah.
because the person that would have solved it was probably just there, but you didn't know because you didn't say hi. Okay, so these are the things. All right, I needed a Wema account to be opened one time. And Wema wanted to do something with one of my influencers, so they wanted us to open a Wema account before they do that thing with my influencer. Right, so I said, okay, fine. My influencer will do that thing. Hello, ma. Good morning. How you doing? So they said, okay, fine, we'll do that thing. But you must open 360 baking. Welcome, ma. So they said, but we must open the Wema account. So I said, okay, fine, open the Wema account. Let's try and do it. The person I was talking to, unknown to me, we were in the same church. Do you understand
Okay.
what you understand what I mean?
Yes.
We're in the same church. All right. We had issues and we're going back and forth. Then I now posted something one time and she now, no, she posted something. And I looked at what she posted. I was like, this is our church thing. Ah, so you are in my church? She said yes. So it was shocking. So sometimes the connections you are looking for, they're not so far. They're usually around you, right? But because you
Yes.
don't speak to people, you don't attend events, you don't speak to people, you don't connect, you don't ask them what you do, you don't share with them what you do. So you might just pass somebody that would have given you some millions of naira. You just pass the person. I don't know that this is the person that will give you. So those kind of things. So sell it, right? Carry your work on your head. Carry, sell it. You're talking about it. You're giving your cards to people. Every opportunity you get, you are connecting with someone. Make it a point of duty to at least speak to five, six, seven, eight people every day. All right. You are on your page, for example, Pico Age. You can be on a client's page. You are commenting, not looking for customers or people you can work with, but you are commenting, like you're having a conversation. Somebody's page, somebody is saying something. For example, let's say Waka Waka Doctor says something, for example, right? And he posted a video and you are commenting something really valuable, all right, in relation to the video, right? The noisy
Yes.
Niger pediatrician posts something, and you are there, you're looking at it like, okay, and you are commenting something really valuable, right? Um, there's this career page where lots of business people go. Career Body, I think. Career Body posts something and it's nice or it's funny, and you know that you are in the corporate world thing with your wellness solution. You go there and you are commenting and you are connecting with those people. That is also part of the visibility thing. Is also an active thing you need to be doing.
Yes.
You really cannot be seen, all right, if you do not do things that will make you seen. All right, nobody buys from you unless they know you first exist. That's the very first part. They need to know that you exist. They need to know that you are providing this service before we can get to the point of buying from you. So those are the things. So yeah, I think if you sit down and work with all these things, you should be able to develop strategy going forward that will help.
Okay. I think I've noted so many things down that I'm going to have to actually work on.
Please.
Actually.
All
And
right.
I think I'm happy with. Thank you for everything you said. Actually, you're really, 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 really insightful. Seriously, and needed. I
Yeah.
think I've spent like most time trying to make sure that we have solid products and services.
Yeah.
Do you get? I've been trying to optimize our products, and I think I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I think on that note, I'm on like 80% with our product and services. So
Yeah.
it's time to now be all out there. So I think that's where I entered this week now from yesterday. I
Okay.
got to that phase from yesterday. So
Okay.
ah, I'm
That's good.
encouraged and I'm gingered.
You are welcome. That's the idea. It is there is no perfect product. All right.
Yeah,
That's why Apple and Samsung they keep doing updates every year, right?
yeah,
When they started, this was not it. If you remember how ugly the iPhone was when it started, so the you have a product, go to market, right? Go to market, tell people, let them experience the product, let them give you feedback on the product, let them tell you how it is, good stories, bad stories, get the information, all right? That will help you when you are doing your product 2.0. So your product 2.0 would incorporate the corrections, the adjustments that you're getting from these other people. All right. So it's just that constant way. Project one, this is what I'm doing. Project two, this is what we are doing. Project three, oh, so they said they wanted this. We incorporate it. Do you like it now? Oh, fine, it's better now. Good. Can you add this? You add it. You just keep going and going and going. Do not wait for perfection before you launch. Okay.
yeah,
Apple said that this is their most like one of the biggest updates they've had in years. Okay, this last update that they did, right? So imagine if they had to wait all these years to launch this one. You know, they won't have been anywhere. All right, so you just start. It's scattered, it's stupid, it's anyhow. You start. As you are going, you make the corrections, you adjust, you improve. You make the corrections, you adjust, you improve. You get better, you improve. 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. But people need to use it so that you will see where to make the necessary corrections and adjustments. You know,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
Thank you
let
so
me run
much.
away now.
No problem,
Hmm?
no problem.
All right.
Thank you very much. I'm actually meant to be in a meeting too, but I'm just like, mm, I think I
let
should
me
end
let me
this call.
enjoy this one. Have you?
Jumping on it might not be easy.
Yeah, I get that.
Thank. All right, thank you.
Pleasure. All right.
Thank you so much. All right.
All right. Okay, guys. Thank you everyone for joining. I am out of here. I was having a free strategy session with someone, and I just felt you guys needed to hear, so that's why I came online and just shared it. All right. Cheers. See ya.